Today I want to continue talking about responsible dog ownership, and particularly about the people that walk around the neighbourhood. Now, I briefly mentioned about picking up after your dog, and that is a courtesy to your neighbours. Another thing that I find quite annoying, particularly in my own suburb, is the people that walk around the neighbourhood and allow their dogs to run up to the gate and bark at the dogs behind the gate. This is extremely stressful for the dogs that are behind the gate. These dogs can't get at the dog that belongs to the person who's walking, and now they are barking and trying to get at that other dog, and in many cases they will turn on each other. I'm sure people have seen that when the two dogs behind the gate, or more dogs behind the gate, can't get at what they're wanting to get, is at the dog outside the gate, they often turn on each other, and then we have the dog fights in the person's home. That is not fair. So the person who's walking the dog should have their dog under control. I don't like to see these dogs racing up to a gate, wah, 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 or running up and down the wall, as many people in my neighbourhood do, and they're going up and down the wall, barking at my dogs are going at them. And in fact, I usually keep my dogs inside during this time, or go out and immediately call my dogs away from the wall and from the gate. It's not fair on my own dogs. But people allow it. They think it's fun. Oh, my dog is socializing. That's not socializing. That's tormenting the dogs behind the gate. You should be able to walk your dog nicely. If it is off lead, it should be under control and not racing up and down, annoying the dogs behind the gate. And again, I come to the people that have a large number of dogs. In my area, there's a couple of gardeners or dog walkers that walk a large number of dogs. I've seen one man with 8 dogs of varying sizes. First of all, he's not going to pick up after all these dogs, and I've already moaned about that. And secondly, these dogs are so busy trying to get at the dogs behind the gate, he cannot cope with all these dogs and looking after them. So chaos reigns. We've got all these dogs racing, barking, jumping around. Not fair on the dogs that live in the houses where the people are walking. If you want to walk your dog around the neighbourhood, be considerate. Keep your dog with you. Don't allow it to run to the gates. Don't allow it to mess on people's pavements. I take my dogs for walks, and yes, they are off lead, but they are never allowed to run up to a gate. If they start looking like they might be interested, I call them to me, reward them for coming, talk them through, walk on, and they get a nice treat for being good. I do not believe that my dogs should be allowed to torment the dogs in the houses. I also carry bags with me, and any time my dogs make a mess, it is immediately picked up and taken back home and put away for where I put all my other poos. So I believe if you're going to walk around the neighbourhood, you need to be respectful of the people and the dogs that also live in the neighbourhood. Running is another great thing, so take your dog for a run. They're less likely to run up to the gates and cause problems if they're right next to the owner having a nice run. So basically what I'm saying is, please, if you are walking the neighbourhood, be respectful of the dogs that are living behind the gates.